What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you back. We got a brand new card in Marvel Snap this week, and that's probably why you're here. Hello, welcome. We have Wiccan, who has the possibility to bring something to Snap that we have never seen before, and that's being a ramp card. That actually kind of sucks. We have an ability here that may be way too hard to accomplish, or he might be bringing a brand new archetype and possibly be one of the better cards this month. We played a lot of them today. I do have answers to your questions, but as always, guys, who's Wiccan? Now, quickly, guys, pardon the interruption. I want to take a quick second to thank today's video sponsor, WWE Supercard, a collectible card game featuring your favorite WWE superstars like The Rock and Mr. John Cena himself. They have a massive roster, and you can collect over 1,000 playable characters, including managers from various WWE eras and brands. You'll be utilizing your card strategy against your opponents to outmaneuver them and combine that with cards and unique abilities to emerge victorious. Assemble the ultimate WWE team by discovering cards of different rarities and upgrading them to unlock their full potential. And right now, guys, there's a Street Fighter 6 integration between now and August 15th where you can add 13 iconic Street Fighter characters to your roster, like Ryu, Chun-Li, and Ken, with my personal favorite Akuma being made available once you complete all of the Street Fighter 6 content. This update is available to play right now along 2 new modes, both tournament mode and car battle mode. So be sure to log in every day to activate your daily streak and get more rewards. And don't forget to check out the latest offers on WWESupercard.com. You can go ahead and check out and download the game down below or in the pinned comment section. I want to give another thank you to WWE Supercard for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the content. Now, Wiccan's journey begins by his mother, actually, Scarlet Witch, that you guys obviously know from the Avengers. But instead of the usual way of the birds and the bees, Wanda used her reality-altering powers to create twin boys, Billy and Speed. And we're going to be talking about Speed next week, so don't worry about him right now. Now, there's a lot to the beginning story, but these boys were later reclaimed by Mephisto, but their souls were so transformed by Wanda's magic that they were reincarnated after some time, with Wiccan being reborn into Billy Kaplan, the eldest son of a Jewish family in New York City. Now, as a teenager, you see Billy struggled with being bullied, primarily due to his sexuality. But after a brief encounter with the Scarlet Witch, who he did not know was his original mother, it inspired him to stand up for himself, which then led to the accidental emergence of his electrokinetic powers. Now, Billy/Wiccan has a lot more powers than just this, but we'll get to that. Billy soon became involved with the other young superheroes, including his boyfriend, Teddy Altman, who was also known as the Hulkling. So we have Speed, Hulkling, they're all coming out this month. Again, we'll talk about them more extensively when they come out. And after some time, they formed a close bond, and Billy eventually joined the Young Avengers. Now, Billy, of course, really admired Thor with his electrokinetic powers, and so he named himself the Asgardian. But during a fight with Iron Lad, who is just a younger version of Kang, for those that don't know, Patriot knew he had other powers and asked him to use them. And so finally, he admitted to being a spellcaster, and he disabled Kang/Iron Lad's force field, and well, gone with Asgardian, and hello to Wiccan. As all heroes, there's so much to dive into with this character, but his journey is marked by his battles alongside the Young Avengers, and he struggles to control and understand his power, his relation of both somehow being related to members of the original Avengers, which are deeply connected to his identity and his lineage. He's been involved in several story arcs and iconic battles within Marvel, including Civil War, Secret Invasion, and the Children's Crusade. In Marvel Snap, he's already been changed a lot, but he is now a 4-cost, 7-power card with his brand new text reading on reveal. If you spend all of your energy on previous turns, you'll gain +2 max energy for the remainder of the match. So he's offering something a little bit different to the whole ramp scene, right? We have Electro. You can play 1 card. It's a ton of 5-cost cards, a couple 6. You kind of focus on big-time combos. You have Wave, which isn't really used all the time. Maybe to play Galactus early, Doctor Doom for priority, every now and then in Tribunal. Then you have Hope Summers, wants to play a lot of small cards, and that's kind of her focus. Corvus is mainly a hella ramp option. So what does Wiccan do? He doesn't have a restriction like getting rid of your cards like Corvus or 1 card at a time like Electro, but instead he's got kind of a mission that you have to do, and that's obviously playing all of your energy before he is played in the early turns. How hard is this? Is this any good? Do we need this in ramp after playing a good amount of Wiccan? Here are my thoughts. So before we jump into the star ratings, Wiccan is a special card to come out because he's highly complex, right? And there's no way we're going to know if this card is absolute. We're going to have our opinions on this card, but we're not going to know for sure what the ranking is on this card in just 1 day of play. Because here's the thing, like Mr. Negative, some of you guys, just by statistics, are going to get him in your hand more often, and you're going to like Mr. Negative, whereas other people maybe not so much. And so Wiccan, in the amount that I personally in my testing games get on curve to play him, get him to even, in my hand to play him on 4 as well, is going to be different than your experience. But I also think we're kind of wrong in how you play him altogether. But that also takes testing. Can he just be in any deck? A 4/7 is a good stat line. And then you could just play, and if you happen to curve out, you have extra energy. Or do you build around him? These are things we're going to have to test. So I want to say that before jumping in to my day one thoughts. So taking a look at the star ratings, we start with the competitive tier as always. I think I'm going to give him like a 3-star, which could be giving him too much grace. But I have to be honest, in the games that I played him personally, it went well. And, there's plenty of things that could go wrong. I had a location like Tinker's Workshop show up and mess up everything. There are games where I curved out and I never drew Wiccan. There are games where I had a Wiccan in hand. Everything was great. And then, again, Sokovia took away my place. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you depend on him. But if you just look at him as a 4/7 with an additional +2 max energy that can really take you over the top with certain deck builds, yeah, I don't think he's as bad, but he's just not that traditional ramp card that we're used to building around. All right, next up, we have the fun category, and I do think he's pretty fun. I think that anytime you have a card with like a mission within the mission, right, you're trying to win the game, but now you're also trying to play every single turn, making sure you accomplish not only unique deck builds, but also playing all the energy out. I think it's pretty fun. Having more energy to do more things is always great. If you enjoy energy cheat type of decks like Hope Summers, then you're sure to have fun with Wiccan. So I'm going to give him a 4-star here. When it comes to the flex category, dude, I kind of think he's flexible if you play him in that manner. If you play him in a ramp build, I think he's like a 1-star flexibility. But if you don't play him in ramp and he's kind of just this card that fits among the deck, kind of high in flexibility. I guess to have the middle ground here, I'll say like 3.5. Again, these are day ones, but that's kind of my thoughts there. And then as for stability goes, 5 being, I think he's kind of perfect. Nothing's going to really happen to him. I'm going to give him like a 2.5 here. I think that they've already shown that they don't really like how he is. And this just shows me that he's probably going to be changed again sometime in the future for better or worse. And so stability is a bit of a rocky subject because he's already been changed so much. And if they changed him already, maybe he doesn't change for a while. I'm just not sure this is the final version of Wiccan that we're going to see. Now, after all that being said, I don't know, guys. This is one day. And so, don't get him if he's on the fence. The guy could turn out to be a 1-star card. These were the games that I played. So, after another couple of days, he could end up kind of like Havoc, where he felt fun, but then, no one, you're not going to play him, if that makes sense. But I don't know. So those are the thoughts, but let's talk about Wiccan as a whole. When it comes to synergy, let's first talk about the couple turns before you play him. Obviously, you're going to want to be able to play cards that you can dependably get out early turns, and you don't want to leave that up to chance, while also providing your deck with high payoff cards after you get all of that energy, right? You can do something as crazy as Arnim Zola after you play him, and you can activate that 2 more times, having a crazy amount of energy. But if you don't have the cards, it doesn't really have, there's nothing you can do with it, right? So because of that, let's talk about turn 1. I do think Quicksilver is going to be a nice, just, you don't even have to think about it. You get your 1 drop, no problem. 2 power points out there, and you've accomplished the curve. I think we're going to see that a lot at first. This might, turn into something different in the future. But I do see a lot of Quicksilver. I think Maria Hill being a card generator. I think card generators in general are great for Wiccan. Kind of like Erisham, we loved Agent Coulson because you're able to get more cards to play and utilize that max energy. Now we're going to be able to do the same with more cards like Agent Coulson. But Maria Hill guarantees a turn play on 1 and 2, which I think is going to be pretty damn good. Other turn 1 plays, I think Kitty Pryde, Nebula, the other good 1-drops, but you can't be certain they're going to be in your starting deck, which is why I like Quicksilver. Now, on the second side of things, or the 2-cost side of things, I don't think Domino is going to be well worth it. There's a lot of great 2-drops, and I think this is where you're going to want to put a healthy amount of cards in there. Kate Bishop being a great example to provide you more cards to play, and it's also just a great kind of flexible card in general. Zabu and Psylocke allow you to play Wiccan immediately, pretty much early as possible, as well as Erisham. So all of these are going to be great for Wiccan to really utilize the burst potential that he has in the energy cheat. If you play him on turn 3, that means you can play a 6-cost on turn 4. Pretty crazy. We've seen really nothing like that consistent-wise in Marvel Snap. Outside of that, guys, other 2-drops, really anything you want to play here, Jeff, White Widow, the ones that you know and love, I think could just kind of fit in naturally to the game plan, which is what I'm excited to see. can Wiccan be played into a large variety of decks if you just have the small sample size of cards that you need to get the job done? Now, again, it's going to take time to fully discover Wiccan, but right off the bat, other synergistic plays I like is Scar. You can put big cards out there, but on top of that, Scar is going to reduce in cost. And so if you have only that 2 extra energy, odds are you can get him down to 2. You can get Mockingbird down to 2. There's going to be cards that you can kind of cheapen and make easier to use. But She-Hulk is actually really cool because She-Hulk, yes, it defeats the purpose of, Sunspot and all that. You need to use your energy. However, I do like the idea of being able to float all of this extra energy you have to play She-Hulk more reliably. And I think she's going to be a nice little sneaky answer in late turns in Wiccan decks. Odin, Absorbing Man, and Arnim Zola are ways to really capitalize on the extra energy and see some wild last turns of the game with like white hot level rooms of energy. Just so much to spend at once. Some of the synergies I talked about are kind of like the synergies I thought before playing him a lot. And the more I play him, the more I realize you want a lot of cheap cards, like a ton of them. You don't want RNG to screw you, if you happen to even put a few high cards in the deck. So I think, he could possibly be played in more Zoo decks, more just cheap one-cost builds. Like I said, card generation is good. Havoc on paper seems really solid. At times, you'll have Havoc as your, card you could play on 2, and that's awkward because then you can't even play Wiccan. Obviously, the Absorbing Man and all that abusing that you can do is great and all as well. So it's kind of like he fits in with a lot of different synergistic options, but cheap cards being his best friend. The more I played him, I think the Quicksilver thing is something you can do, but if you kind of load up on more cheaper cards, that may not be so bad. Other than that, I thought Pixie worked really well with him. Pixie and Loki are in his cache, right? And I think that's for a reason. Loki specifically, man, this guy, he felt so good in Wiccan decks at time, especially if you got things, curving out early. A couple times you'll have Wiccan and Loki in hand, which is the ultimate play. You play Loki, then you play Wiccan. So yeah, really fun deck and just a really fun card with a lot of good synergy. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and break down the decks. And with Wiccan being uber complicated, I have 3 different decks that I all like for separate reasons. Now, the first one I cooked up a while ago is Sera, Miracle of Old. And I've been playing this a bit with War Machine, as I talked about on the Snapchat. But essentially, Sera doesn't really care about the early turns, which makes putting both Quicksilver and Domino in the deck not the worst thing you can do. Shadow King is freaking fantastic these days, and we have so many other tech cards to get the job done. We do have flexibility spots. Copycat can be Agent Coulson, Red Guardian. You can go with another 3 cost. You do want to fill up some 3 costs there so that you can curve into Wiccan. You've got Loki for the obvious, just being great at Loki and drawing into more of your deck. Not always great to play him if you don't have Wiccan in hand, if that's your main goal, but he is there as an option. Super Scroll can be Enchantress if you want to go that route. I like Super Scroll right now with all the Zoo decks floating around, and he's pretty punishing, but either or gets the job done. Shang-Chi to counter late, we have Miss Marvel and then Wiccan for the 4 cost. Miss Marvel, just be aware of where you're spacing out your cards a tad. Isn't too hard to get her to pop off with this deck, and then that's another reason why I don't run Enchantress, because it kind of counteracts that. And then the only other 4 cost you could probably throw in here with ease is Absorbing Man, just because it does work with attack cards. It works with Loki. It works with Wiccan as well. So definitely a cool option. And then we've got the turn 5 Sera and Dr. Doom. If you play your cards right, you're able to get a lot popping off with this deck. So many tech options and just a lot of cool plays. The one thing I've kind of flirted around with is putting Agent Coulson in here. Surprise, for more card generation, but I have decks more tailored for that. So that's going to be more of your defensive style deck. This next one is pretty cool, and it works somewhat often. I think Wiccan's biggest problem is not having enough to do with all that extra energy that you have. And this one here, Wicked Generation, is pretty fun to play. And this was probably my most successful right up there with the Sera deck. We do have Quicksilver as that insurance instead of going with loads of 1-cost cards. And then you do have not too many 2s, so you could pad the stats with an extra 2 if you want to go that route. But I found myself able to trigger Wiccan a good amount in this deck. And if you don't get him, it's not the end of the world. You've got Quinjet that you always want to prefer over Quicksilver if you so happen to be able to play that. Psylocke is great here because you can play into one of the powerful 4s if you don't get a 3-drop. And then, of course, you have the Coulson for the great curve lines you can go with. Wave is always fantastic to play on turn 5. And if you have Nick Fury down, that allows you to play 2 6-cost cards. A lot of cool play lines there. Odin is flexible for bigger cards. I like Odin to play into maybe Cable, Psylocke, Loki, Coulson, you can re-trigger any of those, and then obviously re-trigger Wiccan himself. Pull Obsidian is just great for the guaranteed Quicksilver that we're going to have on the board, and we're going to plan for that. And overall, just a lot of cool combinations here. It takes a lot of thinking. This is not the most straightforward deck, but it's definitely a pretty solid one. And then lastly, guys, Wicked Copium. I might as well throw in some cards that I love, and it actually felt pretty good. I think Sentinel is actually a pretty underrated card with Wiccan, as you can keep on playing cards down with the extra energy. And this is the Devil Dinosaur build of the deck. We have so much card generation anyway, you might as well have Devil Dinosaur with a Scar as the last option, because we should have a decent amount of big cards to put down with different generation through Nick Fury. And we're just building up the collector, and we're playing our cards on curve. Grandmaster is fantastic here to play with Coulson if you want more options, but obviously Wiccan is great, or a last turn play to get Devil Dinosaur even bigger. Scar is probably the most flexible. I thought he was kind of fun in the build because he even gets discounted by 1, allows you to play down, you know, a big turn 6 no matter what. You can play Scar and something that Nick Fury popped up. This reminded me of the old days, and it felt great with Kate Bishop to kind of curve into it. And again, all 3 decks felt solid, and I'll let you guys know in the coming days which one was my favorite. Quicksilver in the starting hand. Love to see it. We did get Wiccan and Psylocke, so we can do the thing, which is freaking awesome. Quicksilver, this is first game in too, so not mad about it. Camp Lahai to Strong Guy. We could probably dump our hand pretty well. Quinjet is tempting, but we got to go with the Psylocke now. We did get the Cable, but let's definitely Wiccan. We could give him the 4/7. Let's not do that. I kind of want to snap here. We're going to play both in the middle because we can play Odin on top of that, which is freaking awesome. And then we can get the Psylocke boost and the Wiccan boost. We just, you know, need cards to play. That's the only issue. He waved. Okay, well, I guess that's going to let us both do it anyway. And I got Kate Bishop. Okay, so let's play this now. And then let's go ahead and steal one of his cards. We need to start playing into here, but I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go Cable now.
Are ye worthy?
And dude, how much energy do we have? We have so much energy. We just need cards to play. What is this? No, I need higher cards. All right, Dr. Doom, that's fine. That's okay. Boy. We're going to definitely play Kate in the machine world. Look at all this friggin' energy. I don't need all this. All right. I mean, now we're talking. Now we're talking. We could throw this down now, but then that kind of helps him out, right? But we could just clog him up. Like, I could play those 2, then play Quinjet. There's no way he plays enough cards to get the Quinjet too, or at least that's what I would think. So let's go with that. I mean, dude, we're cooking right now. Okay. This is fine, I guess. We need more cards, which we don't have, but you know, it is what it is. Ooh, Acid Arrow. Okay, not like that's gonna do all too much. Strong Guy into Quinjet. The Sandman. All right, so he's gonna Ultron, yeah. But we have Jeff. Oh man, I hate the math on Sandman here. Like, where do I think he's gonna Ultron or Red Hulk? He's gonna Ultron probably. Let's see. 14, 16, we're winning enough here. Winning enough there. I think we're kind of winning enough everywhere, especially if we do that into this. Because then we're tied there, so we win either way. He's got to retreat. Man, our biggest weakness. We ended up winning, although he's playing. No, he's not. Okay, hey, we'll take it. First, Wiccan came in, dude. I mean, that was wild. We just didn't get a lot of cards to go off of. All right, so we've got Quicksilver. No 2s as of yet, or Wiccan. Oh, my God. Okay, well, honestly, not bad. Let's just Nightcrawler now, I guess. This is actually great for Wiccan, because now we can have cards to play, but we need to, you know, we need to get them. That's the issue. Ogwell's great. Okay. Ooh, Psylocke. Okay, okay. Snowballing. Oh, worthless. Okay. Quinjet. All right. I mean, dude, we could have a lot worse going on here. Okay, so let's go. Oh boy. I guess this, right? Like, why not? We're playing all the cards that we don't need to. This is fine. So the real thing is, can we get Wiccan though? Like that's gonna be the you know, the whole thing here. Blink though isn't bad. We can get Quicksilver out. It's either Cable, Coulson, Loki, Wiccan. It could be a lot of cards. I think Nick Fury is just better a lot of the time. So let's do this now. Let's see what happens. If it's Loki, then there goes Wiccan. Oh, okay. Hey, and we got Wiccan towards the last turn. This is pretty cool. I want to go Wiccan here. He probably is going to leave though, right? We just don't have a lot of cards to play. Like, even if we play Wiccan here, is it worth the energy? Probably not, right? Because we have the... And we got the Quinjet down. It might be too little too late. But do we just do it anyway because we can? Let's go Wiccan. And then do we even play the 0? I mean, I guess this can stop a couple plays. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. We're going to load up on this lane right here. And we're going to snap because I feel like we're not winning this. But we're going to give it our all. He could just play Sandman, which is great. Ah, he's out of here. Hey, bluff snap on a game I didn't really think we could win, but not bad. All right, we got the Quicksilver. We've got the Wiccan, but no... Oh, boy, no 2 cost. No 2 cost. We only have 3 2s. It's looking rough, and Wiccan would be so good in this particular lineup here. Might have to throw in another 2. Like Kitty Pryde. Show me a 2. Yeah, oh my god. No way. All right. See, that's the difference right there. All right, let's get Hawkeye down. And now we've got Kate Bishop into Coulson into Wiccan. Oh, and an Acid Arrow. All right, we got another Wiccan Enjoyer. So we both like Limbo, most likely. Oh, boy. Okay. Sure. All right. That's not great, though, because now we can't draw extra. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go and play Coulson right side. One card. I'm not mad about it. We can actually play to it now. Okay. All right. All right. We're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. Let's go Wiccan left side. Yes. Beautiful. Although that's where the 1 cost card is, where Cole should have gone. Now we have 2 4s and can't get the Miss Marvel. You're an idiot. That's fine. We have another Wiccan player. Hello. But we do have Pim to get Cole down, so there's that. Okay, we need to clog this MFer. Do we do this? Get even more energy? Let's do it. All right, we're going to get Acid Arrow right side. He wants to play. He's got Wiccan. He wants to do it. I think we're playing, for the record, Odin probably way too early, but whatever. Could it be?
Are ye worthy?
Could it be? Are we that lucky? Oh, it's the Kitty Pryde. Okay. All right. We're going to have to put up against Red Hulk. Good news is we're kind of good against Red Hulk right now. 10 power, though. Oh, boy. So let's get the Nick Fury out. Wait, look at how much power we still have. This is our ace in the hole. We're going to protect that at all costs. Let's play a 1 here. And then do we play the Loki into, like, the Cable? And then what? We have 3 cards that we can play with, like, a lot of different play lines. I don't know. I think this is kind of cool. Let's go for it. Yeah. Yeah.
I still believe in heroes.
We played all of our hand, though, so... Okay. Oh, the Doom. Oh, the Doom? What is this? Oh. Oh.
Doom rules all.
Okay. Okay. This is complicated, but we have a shot. So we don't want to Doom. That's terrible. Look at all this energy. I don't even know what to do with all this. Okay. Oh, boy. This is awful. We didn't want the Odin, actually. This is so bad. Okay. We just play big card, but it's like a 50-50 at this point, and we can't play big card. I guess we could go like Cole here. No, then that's 2 4s. I'm just going to play big boy here. I think she can win this pretty easily, yeah, but we do have our Odin. It isn't good. It isn't good. We, for somehow the worst hand. of all time. We lost. There's no way. Okay. I don't know how that happened. My computer added some alert too. You know,
Victory.
Calculated. This hand though was the scariest hand I've ever played in Marvel Snap. Like we had a bajillion energy and we still couldn't get it done. Okay, so we got what name is that? Quicksilver, and we do have our curve play, and we have Coulson, so we can in fact get the Wiccan game 2 here. Hello, cloning vats. Hey, there's the Wiccan. We love to see it. Okay. Do we need to Hawkeye K Bishop? No, probably not. So let's just go ahead and play her right side. We could just keep playing Wiccan, right? Or at least twice. No acid arrow, sad day. Oh boy. We're getting a little tight here, because if we play this, well, I guess, yeah, we maxed out our hand, and then we can't. Ah, boy. Okay. Let's play this over here, then. Coulson dropping it down. Legion. Okay. So now we have the Wiccan that we can play, that we can technically keep playing. Let's get... so if we play him down, though, we just don't draw, which I think is fine, actually, with what we have. We could play Odin on top of that next turn. I think that's also spicy. Gwenpool. Okay. So yet again, we can do this nonsense. We have 7 energy. Let's do it again. And then this is where we wave, right? Is this cracked? This seems kind of really good. Wave left or right? Probably left. I really want to snap into this. Should we just snap? This is a cool enough play that if we don't get to do this, we don't get to do this. But we would have 12 energy. We have so much cooking. And we have the cards to play, which is like the problem with Wiccan, but at least that's my initial problem. All right, he's staying. Hell yeah. Wave. Okay. Yo, I mean, we have so much. We can do anything, guys. We're on top of the world. Look at this, +2. Okay, so I guess it's not that much energy, but it seems like a lot. Let's go him there. We don't really need to Legion anything. Like, to me, we just Wiccan into the basic arrow sad. We can't do that, but whatever. Or do we just abandon? Do we even want to go for this right side? Like, do we think he's going to... Nah, probably not. This seems fine. This seems cool. Like, why not? It seems like we're putting a lot of power out there. Let's do it. He's staying. Can we win? Okay, Apoc's going to beat our power. Can we beat this side? I don't know. What did we just play? What did we even just do? 14, 17? We're going to lose by 1. Yo, man, this guy played the perfect play. What the hell? What happened? Get out of here, bro. He's in my mind laying eggs. I don't even... I gotta take the loss on the chin there. Man, hey, yo, good job. You soul read me, bro. You soul read me. We should have just abandoned it right, with the docket. I thought he had enough. I don't know. Oh, he starts with a copycat. Let's hope that's not our man. We don't have a 2. There's our 2. Okay. Well, it could just be Wiccan and we could be playing this all for naught, but we do have a free Coal Obsidian lane. This is huge for Cole. We need our Wiccan. I just don't know. I feel like he copycatted our Wiccan, I just feel like that's the luck we got. Yo, okay. Okay, yeah. We don't hate this. Do we Loki? Do we hope we Wiccan for the video, or do we just do this? The Loki's definitely just a better play line, probably, but we're gonna do this. Okay, gets 7 off the top. No Wiccan yet, but we can still keep playing our cards. Do we Nick Fury now, or do we Blink now? I feel like Nick Fury now is pretty cool. The link is 7 off the top. Plus, we cycle this out for Wiccan. Yo! Cole or Odin. Odin gives us more energy. This is cool. Yeah, why not?
Are ye worthy?
Let's take the energy, huh? Let's take it. Although, does that... Okay, okay. Cool. That's fine. Who's this? It's a big boy. That's our ace in the hole, yeah. So Iron Lad could potentially be Wiccan. I feel like this into this gives us a lot of lines, right? Like we copy our card, then we will draw things after that, and then we also have the cold to play. Probably left side too to compete this. Yeah, I mean, usually I would think about even snapping here, but let's see what he does. He's got 2 extra energy to play. That's just worse because now it's not Loki, but whatever. Oh, okay. Well, slam that down. You know, dude, I don't know, man. I feel like we actually have a pretty cracked play. If we do this into that, we knock some stuff over there. I mean, I guess you could still move. If he moves this is 8. We have 17. Okay, math, quick math, quick math. We still win that. He might only want to play 2 cards. I feel pretty good about this. If he moves this over here and she gains 3, they're at 18 and we're only at... no, we win that too. He could Juggernaut though. He could Juggernaut, which if he Juggernauts though, I think we could also win. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh my god, he Juggernaut the wrong lane. We totally might have lost though. Hold on. Hold the phone because of the captain. 18... Still fine, and she played multiple cards. We pushed the kitty over there. Come on over. We win! Dude, that was awesome. That was a wild game, and the only card in our deck was Wiccan. Technically, that we didn't get, and I think it's cool to see that you can win with it still. Alrighty, we have a Quicksilver. I heard the copycat noise, so Gone is probably our Wiccan, if I'm being honest. No, we kept Wiccan. Great. All right. So we actually have the God Hand. This is Quicksilver, Domino, Loki, discounted cards. Then we have Wiccan. So we already have like what we need to boost into it. So we feel good. Can we win with a God Hand? We're about to find out. Astroden makes things annoying, but we can handle it. We're going to spread our cards out kind of like it's, you know, Miss Marvel. Just planning for her, even though we're probably going to Loki. Ooh, we're happy about that. Okay, so now we Loki. At this point, I'm snapping on this 100% of the time, right? But we'll go ahead and get this. We got a card. Okay, so he's playing Silver Surfer. This changes into Titan, which is not great for us, but not good for him. Doesn't matter. It's not good for any of us. All right. I have a good feeling we can win against this. We could go Wiccan into Absorbing Man. That's cracked. Just have to make sure we spread out our cards, right? So let's go Wiccan here. Don't need to play this yet. We could do the Abs Man and like the Shadow King. Sera's probably just the better play into Shadow King, but we'll find out. All right, he's changing location. Lake, okay. So Nova's just good stats. Okay. Huge play against Loki. We did get the KM. Interesting. 7 energy, so we can Sera and... yeah. I mean, this is a game-winning right there. I think we might just Sera here. Or do we want to do this and we regret not doing it? This is probably fine. I mean, we have so much... Like, I don't even know if we need to play Sera is the thing, but... Because the Wiccan energy would be huge as well, but... We definitely want the Absorbing Man to do another tech card. Okay. His copycat, if it's Miss Marvel, man, it's not good. I don't know. It's kind of panning out to be Miss Marvel. Oh boy. All right, so this is huge. We go first, though, is the problem. So we need to go like this into this. Into this. Into that. This only trades one here, but we're killing it with the Shadow King anyway. This just doesn't really matter. He already has 5 over there, though, so should we... it's tough, dude. I have a bad feeling about it. Do we just leave it? The KM screws us PowerPoint-wise, mainly. This isn't awful. All right, we're going to ship it. This is risky, but I like it. We're going to win left for sure, and that's unexpected. We probably should have just thrown the other lane, but... So we've already won that one. That's fine. It's going to be close. Let's see what he puts in the middle here. Yo, it's Miss Marvel. You got me kidding me, man. All right. No freaking way. No way. No way. We tie. He wins left, right? Or do I win by... Oh, my God. With the God Hand, we barely got that out. Like, we got the worst. So what did we get with Loki? We got a Forge, a Killmonger, a Wolf, and I guess Absman. And he stole this. Woof, that's the best card he could have gotten. Super awkward with this location, but we're gonna keep playing like we might get the Wiccan here. Vormir. All right, we got Domino. Let's play her down. And now we can go into Loki. If we don't, it doesn't really matter because the Wiccan is gone anyway, right? So not too big of a deal. Okay, all right. Do we Loki in here to keep the space? I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, let's kill our Loki. The thing is, if we Loki anyway, we lose the Wiccan. So, like, it doesn't really matter. We're going to skip to get rid of these rocks. So how does this deck do when you don't get Wiccan? We're about to find out. Okay, we're going to Loki now. We have Sera into Miss Marvel into Doom. So we have a couple cool things we can do. Okay. We got Collector and Kitty Pryde. So let's go Collector here into Kitty Pryde there into our Miss Marvel is probably the play line. If we don't want to do that, we could Sera, but I don't think we need to. I think this plus the Doctor Doom is enough. So we're going to do this plus the Snap, I think. Yeah, so I mean, Shadow King's value here is off the charts. Doom is Doom. I mean, dude, there's so many play lines. This is just cracked for a lot of reasons, right? Because if we play this, we're virtually good to win. I think this is going to give us such a good chance to win, guys. So we're going to play Iceman and Doom together. Anything he plays right builds up the left. We have Doom to go right, plus the Miss Marvel bonus over there. I mean, I feel pretty good. He's probably going to win against the Angela. We may have should have put the Iceman to the left because he can build up middle pretty easily. But let's see what we can do. He plays nothing mid. That's crazy. So he builds up our Collector. Shang-Chi's, because that's the only card he has. And then we win. Okay. I mean, it's cool to see. I love to see when we don't need Wiccan. I know it's a showcase for Wiccan, but, you know, we didn't need him there. We still got the bonus. All right, so we got our Copycat. We took his Erisham. And then there's Baxter building. All right, well, let's start doing our thing. We'll go Quicksilver left side. We can curve. I mean, we've got the curve into Wiccan, so we have what we need. Getting Loki here would be best case. Domino.
always lucky.
Yeah, you are. All right, Domino left side. Oh boy, we got quite the cook. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, whatever. We have to play it here mid. Shadow King could be huge to reset the stats. Just wasting time with animation. Okay, so this is interesting. Do we want our deck or do we want his? His is an Airship deck, so probably don't want his, right? All right, let's just get the Wiccan out now. I'm thinking I might snap just because we have some nasty play lines, and I want to bait this guy. If he leaves, he leaves, but we got a lot of extra energy. We have the Loki. We have Titan to help Dr. Doom. Titan worries me about how much he can do with 6-cost cards and having Airship, but okay. He gives us the middle finger. Ooh, a Sera now. This is filthy. Or option C is we play Loki to get an extra card, but I don't know about that. I think we want to maybe top deck Miss Marvel potentially. So let's go with Sera here. And then we save the Shadow King. What does he have, a MODOK? Okay, he'll kill his own Martyr. Is the way this is looking. Ooh, the Miss Marvel's awesome here. The only thing that's a bummer, well, I guess it's not too bad, is this. But we don't want this left side really that bad. So I'm pretty sure this is just stupid cracked. We won't get the bonus, though, but we reset the Dawkin that he worked oh so hard for. We could also do this into here, because all these four, like, he's still happy about those, right? What is this? 3, 12, 16, 18. And he has 20. Nah. I'm pretty sure this is the way. Because we have a good chance to win this side. This side isn't as good of a chance, but it is pretty good because we're washing all of his hard work on Dawkin. We just have to hope we win right side, which I like the odds. Ship it. Ah, he's out of here.
Victory.
Okay, that was going to be a really cool play, too, because we're going to just reset the big Dawkin here. So, I'm not mad. All right, now we're going to be playing a little bit of the Copium deck. And as you can see, it's off to a great start because we do not have a 2-cost until right now. Hello, that was planned. All right, so this deck I like because we have a lot of card generation, which, you know, Wiccan likes and Devil likes. If you don't get Wiccan, you still have a Devil Dinosaur deck with the Quinjet. So, a lot of cool play lines there. And we are playing an Airship Quicksilver. Could be Wiccan if this is in the deck note generated by Airship. There's the Wiccan. So we can play that right away. Let's Collector now. We kill his 0. Oh, yeah. I guess Hotel... No! Golson! I guess Inferno is pretty bad against Airship, but so be it. Okay, so Wave, not great, but kind of our only play. So we don't want to give him Wave, but I guess it also doesn't matter. But let's play Wave left side, middle. Okay. Now we will Wiccan. Ooh, we can do the double Wiccan. So we can Wiccan into Grandmaster. Don't hate it. The problem is we lost Coulson, so we don't have a lot of card generation. Nick Fury's still in the deck. So, like, we don't have a lot to do with this extra energy right now, which is, again, not great. But we have Machine World, which if he plays cards into there, then it's fine, because then we have those cards to play with. But he's not going to play in there. Okay. Oh, talk about right on time. Grandmaster into Nick Fury now on turn 6. This is almost a snap, but I need to see it play through. So we send Wiccan in the middle. Oh, no, but it doesn't. Oh, no. Undo. Well, yes, because it's the turn of. Sorry, my bad. This is going to activate because we've played, I don't remember, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, we did. We played 4 the turn before, so this is actually the turn of because they changed the text. So now we're kind of cooking.
Who they dig up this time?
And then he builds up my collector when he does that. Ooh.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. So what's cool is we can now play a 6 and our Sasquatch. We could just do leader, like flat out just drop this boy over here. So we're winning that side, and then we could drop this. Although he doesn't have to play a lot, has a lot of energy to give. So the play could also just be this. This, unless he plays all... Actually, no, every card he plays here would boost this up, right? So we just hope with enough boost up in Machine World plays that we win. Let's do it. Oh, boy. I think we played that wrong. Unless this copies middle. Oh, it does.
Squad still a little light.
He's playing 2 cards, one of which is mine. I think we're good, dude. Right?
Who they dig up this time?
Who's got a 14 power thing over here? What's happening? Okay. That was actually sick. That was best case scenario. The Grandmaster works like a chef's kiss the first time playing the deck, man. Wanted to name it Wicked Copium. All right, so we have pretty much curve, right? We're using our energy here, so Dark Dimension does count. And we can kind of keep what we're doing a secret, so let's do it. That must be nice. I'm jealous. Do we kill our card now? No, because then we can Grandmaster, and if we don't get another one, yeah, that's fine. And then we can sacrifice whatever's played here anyway. Cena X23. Okay. Honestly, fine with it, I guess. Like, we could have played Wiccan if we didn't play there, but he played there, so it's a wash. The Sentinel is spicy. More of these is kind of also spicy. Do we do this into that, or do we do the Wiccan play? We might want to go with Wiccan, so let's go with basic. Yeah, but then we... no. Okay, this has to be played now technically, so we can go with this. And do we want to just kill a card, or do we want to play basic arrow? We can play basic and then play Wiccan on top of that. That's fine. I feel like there's a lot of ways we could play that out. Wow. This guy's playing Bucky. And he profited off it. 1-2. We got the acid arrow. Nice. Wave. Okay. Let's play Wiccan now. Don't complicate it. I kind of want to snap, but we won't. We do have the cards to play as well. Because we can go Nick and Wave together next turn for an absolutely spicy play. Demon. There goes my hard work. It ain't easy. This ain't easy, but I don't think we're out of the race. Okay, so we've got Quinjet. Yeah, like, I think that our best playline is going to be 2 6-cost next game. We need to be careful what we destroy because, you know, he probably has a null. I guess Wave is our best card to destroy. Or we don't... Yeah, we got to do this, I think. I think we have to do this now, yeah? Yeah, let's ship it. I mean, this guy's got a fat null. But I think we're fine. We only get 2 cards. Oh, my God. Yo, the null, though, is going to be so fat. I was like, we could do Red Hulk, Arnim Zola mid. It's the dream. And he just beats it with a null. Do we just take the L and we don't care? It's just that cool. Yeah, we got to play it. We got to play it. We got to play it. He's probably playing null. We probably lose, plays null. It's whatever. I have to do this. What do you guys think that card is over there? Just take a gander. That left side, it's gotta be, man. It's gotta be. No. Although Red Guardian, I haven't done the math, actually. It could just be death here. And if it's death, we would win this. I'm like, wait, he can't. He doesn't have the Wiccan. He can't do what we're doing. But the 4 cost, yeah, he could have, right? Yeah. No, he would have had 7 with the 1 energy. He easily could have played Null. Oh, my God. I'm back and forth, but we won. Oh, my God. Thank you. Shout out, special shout out to the 3 in this deck, because that means Null's sitting in there.